Hello again. It's Tuesday. Here we are again and talking about our parenting issues, and I so appreciate the feedback that I'm getting from our studio families about some challenges that you're having as parents. They're just never ending, it seems like, but you guys are fabulous people, have wonderful kids, and I'm happy to support you in any way that I can, and our entire staff as well. So let's talk today about helping our kids stay in bed after you've put them there. This is such a challenge, and we certainly have gone through the gamut of all the different ideas that we can have for keeping our kids in bed. We have 5 children, and we had 2 in particular that just did not want to stay in bed. Thankfully, we actually did not have one of our 5 children that actually climbed out of their crib. So that is certainly a challenge, and I'm not sure how to help you with that. If you've got kids that are climbing out of their cribs, ask someone else about how to deal with that. But if you've got a child that's a toddler or a preschooler and you put them to bed and they are not staying there, what do you do? What do you do about that? So here are a couple of ideas that are effective, have been effective for our kids. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Training happens best in non-conflict situations, in times when there's not a power struggle happening. So I would actually practice this skill as well with your kids. And I would say that you'll need to wait till they're about 3 before you can do this, because they need to understand what pretending is a little bit. Otherwise, they'll probably freak out if you pretend to put them to bed during the day to practice the skill of staying there once they're there. But if they can start to understand that, and you can talk about, we're going to play a game. We're going to play a game about staying in bed, and we're going to practice that. And what we did as a family, as my husband and I did, is we would use timers for so many things. And because this is a skill, it does take practice for kids to be able to master this. We would put them in bed, and then we would set a timer for like 1 minute, really short amount of time to start with. And we would say, so if you can stay in bed until you hear the timer ding, when the timer dings, you could either tell them that they are allowed to come out, or you could tell them, I will come back before the timer dings, and I will bring you a glass of water, or I can read you one more short story, or whatever little incentive it would give them to stay in bed until the timer dings. And then you will start just increasing that time of the timer. So that is what I would start with, and eventually they'll fall asleep before the timer dings, and they will have mastered that skill. So work on that with a timer. Practice it when it's not bedtime, and then just start making that timer go longer and longer, and give them some fun incentives. When you do come back in, tell them, I will be back in before the timer dings. If the timer dings and I'm not here, you're allowed to come out, and that's okay. So that they do have permission to come out from time to time. And make it a game. Make it a game to start with. So keep sending your questions, keep sending your feedback. We will be discussing more topics every week, and I'd love to hear from you about what is pertinent for your lives these days. Have a great day. Oops.